I'm lacking symmetry. Enemy inside of me, believing I'm not fit to be the person with the perfect purpose, non-existent entity. Savage of this brain feels it wasn't birth on earth.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another Rapper and Rookie solo reaction. As always, we are your hosts. I'm KC, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie.
And today we got something that pure hip-hop heads will definitely know this song. I've heard it, obviously. I was actually a big Immortal Technique fan growing up. I don't go back to this song that often, but I know it's been recommended for Laura the Rookie over here to check out this song. You guys already know. You guys know what we're going to get into, and we're just going to kind of hop right into it.
Yep.
It's called Dance with the Devil. Very well done song, but it's different, and you're going to find out why.
It's effed up. I know it is.
Yeah, well, it is. So, here we go. Immortal Technique, Dance with the Devil. This will not be monetized.
Can't they find, nice songs?
I once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never brought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone trying to be trife never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot.
So they have a very clear voice, though, and everything, eh? He very enunciates it. Crazy rhymes, too. He really ties it together. I love that part of the hook where it's diversity. We're burning in the melting pot. There's no diversity. We're all burning in the melting pot.
Yeah, that's true. So is this based on a couple of brothers or just random people?
Well, it's based on the story of William, though he says at the beginning. Just
no, I know,
guy.
but it seemed I thought it was him and his brother, unless I just misunderstood.
No, he's just trying to get into the street life and get into higher gangs and get recognized. To he's tired of smoking weed and selling weed. He wants to sell coke and move up the ranks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine. Fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone trying to be trife, never face the consequences.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, in order for him to get into like the big dogs, he has to rape someone.
Yeah.
Is that
That's what
like,
they're telling
is
him.
that normal?
Show you're cold-hearted, yeah. No, sadly, it is.
Jesus.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Setting up the scene.
Only if, like, you know, anybody can, like, bust slugs and shoot somebody. It's like,
Yeah.
it takes a real motherfucker to stab someone until they die and to,
Watch them.
yeah, you know.
I've never faced the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be God's angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot.
What a line that is. Wow.
They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently, and then they all proceeded to but violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
I love that part. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
That's
yeah, like,
disgusting.
yeah, he's like he, like I
Because
said,
know
this
that
song's so
actually happens
vicious
too,
yeah.
right? And that's like, yeah, that's
You
disgusting.
That's why this song's so harsh. Is like you see this, like he's saying, he's
Yeah, I
so
know.
descriptive of it.
You're like her ribs cracking, like the jaw broken, like
Blood going through the shirt while they put it over. Yeah, it's a heavy
my
song.
stomach is turning.
Yeah, it's a heavy song. That's why you don't really go back to this one. Very well done song in a way, but and we're gonna run to the end, I think, here, and let's go.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I his mom too, and now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to Little Thug's flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
Jesus. A dance with the devil might last you forever.
ugh.
And that's Dance with the Devil from Immortal Technique.
I'm sorry, that's disgusting. Like, I understand, like, people have to make...
I laugh when I'm uncomfortable, so yeah, I know what you mean. That's,
It was his mother.
this whole song is absolutely
I mean,
insane.
like, it's fucked up as it is, but, like...
He used to remember when she used to come home late. I don't know if he means, like, the imagery of her, like he's staring into the eyes of his own mother. Yeah, or if it was the mother. And he didn't actually do it. Like he said, the story I'm saying is true, which is true, but he actually wasn't there. And it's a story he made up. Like Immortal Technique wasn't there and raped his mom too, but...
and then the guy jumped off the building. Died
with no soul. And I just love that ending, like, out of how crazy that song is. And it's like... when a devil wants to dance, you better say never, because the dance with the devil will last you forever. Like, he'll follow you everywhere you go. And yeah, intense, eh?
I don't like those imageries, because that's right up the line with like shit with like the human centipede and stuff, and that's just stuff I'm trying to block out of my head, you know, and that's disgusting. Like
this is a song that's I don't even know how long ago this came out. I listened to this in like high school, 17 years ago.
Oh my God.
Like every hip hop head has heard this song. Nothing's ever been done like this, and nothing's been done like this since.
Why was it done? Just to like create a shock factor? Or?
To like kind of tell kids, like, you know, you want to be this Scarface fantasy. He kept saying like trying to live a Scarface fantasy, but it's gonna like take your soul and ruin your whole life before you ever get a chance to even like enjoy your life with the made men. He kept saying the guy ends up jumping off the roof, dying with no soul. Everybody else who's there, the devil's with them everywhere they go. Basically, don't sell your soul to the devil. It was pretty much like, you know, one better say never. Dance with the devil. The devil will last you forever.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, it just makes my skin crawl, but like it also infuriates me because you know this happens.
Yeah,
it's like.
I know. That's what I mean. It hits so hard, and Immortal Technique's a very well-respected hip-hop artist, especially back then. So for him to actually come out and like say this and do this story, hopefully it deterred some people, because it showed how like it's wrong to begin with, but how wrong it will go if you go this route.
Just how quickly it can
how quickly it'll turn. He was just selling weed at first, decided to go to crack, and then they're like, okay, stop shooting people, stab people. Okay, now let's R-word a girl. And then it ends up being the mom, or even if, like, whatever, in spirit, like, he sees it as that, like, how quickly it just goes to shit. To never dance with the devil, basically, is the moral of the story. You can say it was too descriptive, but at the same time, I think it's needed to get the point across of what it's about.
No, I agree, but I think that's why I just, like, I'm honestly kind of like in shock still. Like
it's a heavy one.
Yeah, I'm just replaying that scene in my head, and I'm like, I don't need to see this.
Yeah. But it's one of the heaviest songs you'll ever probably react to on this channel. I don't see you reacting to anything more heavy than this. I've not heard anything more heavy than this. Closest thing I could storytelling wise or something like that would be like Jenny and Screech from Ren, but even then that's like the PG version. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and I think the only thing that's like keeping me at bay right now is kind of knowing that like it is a story.
It's a story, yeah.
Because if I keep like,
yeah, it's a tough one. It's like watching a horror movie that scares the shit out of you, you know? So, like we always say in the channel, when we like music, it evokes emotion. Either sadness, happiness, anger, disgust, terror. Yeah. This definitely hits all of them on the head. But you guys have been requesting this for her to react to this, and she did. We'll never listen to that song again.
Thanks, guys.
And we're going to let you guys go. Let this kind of, we're going to clean our brain out with soap. And as always, we're your host. I was Casey, KingCanada.
Didn't need that imagery. Anyways, I'm Laura the Rookie. Appreciate most of the song quest. This one was a little uncomfortable for me. I still don't really know how to
process it.
Yeah.
Trust me, we all acted like this the first time we heard it.
Like my stomach.
I was like
is just...
14 when I heard this the first time. Yeah, but
Jesus, you gotta read.
yeah, well, we're gonna just let him go.
Let him go.
All right, guys, take it easy. Thank you for tuning in. I was Casey KingCanada,
And I'm Laura the Rookie.
and we'll see you guys next week.
Take care. Bye.
Independent, filling all the seats. Independent, summon all the heat. Independent, BTB, we are tremendous. Team on the rise, insurrection. Game will deny the insurrection. Crew has arrived, insurrection. Casey's time, an insurrection. Breaking all the beats.